Coming up on the CODE Bet Daily, EPL Matchweek 34 coming your way. Arsenal have bottled it, Chelsea can't score a goal, and we're playing head-to-head this week, Stats Guy.
We are. I'm very, very worried about Chelsea. I think Brighton are going to have a big game against Wolves.
I tip a lot of draws. I'm going to get one of them right eventually. But it's CODE Bet Daily, EPL Matchweek 34. You should check it out because it's real good. Welcome to the CODE Bet Daily EPL Show for Matchweek 34. I'm your host, Alex Donnelly. If you're watching on the video, you can tell how I'm feeling. I am dressed in grey. I am feeling good. After the past week of results in my life, a couple of scores, a thumping loss, and then my Swans getting absolutely towed up by my girlfriend in between. It's been a fantastic week in my life. The Stats Guys here. Chelsea are 11th. They're technically a chance of getting relegated if the match works out. So I'm better than you at least. And
I'm here. At least your team's still on top. That's why I've got my Ajax kit on today. They're a bit better than Chelsea at the moment. Not that I really follow it.
Yeah, we just quickly checked. Ajax are currently third, 11 points off the top of the table.
I have to get back on them, yeah.
yeah, we have to get back on there. But the positive out of Arsenal losing, and no one's talked about this, we've qualified for Champions League. We can't miss on Champions League. So
that's true.
How good is life? You know, at the start of the year, what did I say? Let's qualify for Champions League, and it's a great season. We've done it.
It's still a great season, yeah.
We'll quickly recap the midweek because we did talk about the midweek games throughout the week. Frank Lampard picked a terrible team against Brentford for Chelsea. We'll start with your team because obviously they're playing Arsenal this weekend.
Yes.
I don't know what Frank's doing. It's just like, okay, we're just going to, who cares? This season's done and dusted. We don't care. It really feels like that at the moment. You're not even trying.
Technically, you can't, on paper, you shouldn't be able to put a bad team out with Chelsea. But yeah, whatever team we're putting out at the moment just isn't working. And yeah, it's not good to be a Chelsea fan at the moment, but that's okay.
But, God bless Brentford, one of the teams we've been on board with, winning 2-0 at $5.
Yeah, they were really good,
Little something. Arsenal just got up. I woke up, of course, to watch it Thursday morning.
You did,
Yesterday morning, I knew within 5 minutes we were screwed. They changed it up tactically, Man City, compared to the first time we played them earlier in the season. I was like, we're going to get smashed. This is great. So it was good to it was good game to watch. Like if you weren't a City or an Arsenal fan, you're like, Man City are really good. As an Arsenal fan, it's like, oh man, this is tough. It also doesn't help that William Saliba's still injured, Tommy Asu's still injured. Also,
it's all crumbling at the worst time.
yeah. Erling Haaland genuinely bullied them.
Well, he's just bullied everyone. He's got the
more
Premier League goals record now in a season.
How good did his flowing locks look when he took the man bun out to score? God, he's a handsome man.
I've never seen him actually. They did look pretty cool.
He's a Viking, and it's not fair.
He looks like it.
For every other result, we'll quickly touch on Man United bottling a 2-0 lead this morning to Tottenham. Both teams
that was crazy.
Don't know where they're at the moment. Like they're both in the race for the top four, but don't know. Our boys, Notts Forest, getting a win over Brighton. God bless them.
That was crazy.
And Southampton and Everton both losing. So that's sort of the relegation battle. And I can't even remember what Aston Villa did. I think they won like 1-0 or something. So that's about the wrap up. We'll talk more about that later. As it is here at CODE Bet Daily for the EPL Show. Match picks, game picks, best bets, bit of everything in there. Few ground rules. We can't tip Erling Haaland anytime goal because, that's obvious. I am going to talk about him in the Fulham game. Are they playing Fulham? Yes, they are.
Yes.
Stats Guy can't mention Alexander Isak. He broke the rules by mentioning him yesterday because
it wasn't in the EPL show, but it was in the Daily Show. Yes.
Yeah, if I was actually in the office, not across at Fox Footy, I probably would have crash tackled you. And I can't talk about Tony Khan because, I always try to mingle wrestling into this. But a quick results recap from last week. This doesn't include the midweeks because I actually shot the lights out of the midweek stuff that we talked about on the Daily. I got 4. Stats Guy got 4.
Yeah, we picked a few random ones, a few draw. Yeah, it was a tough week in the Matchweek 32, but actually Matchweek 33, the midweek, we both did 100 times better. We just didn't.
I think I got like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I got at least 6, so that's okay. Yeah.
Me picking Brentford, and I think there was one of the upsets on the Wednesday games. I can't even remember the results at the moment, but I picked one of them. I was like, I went 3 for 3 Wednesday morning. So
there's so many games on at the moment. It's crazy.
It's great. I love the festival of football because our first game comes up tomorrow night. It's Fulham hosting Man City. Fulham $12. The draw $6.25. Man City $1.25. Look, I'm going to start with that Viking himself, Erling Haaland, as my player to look out for. He broke the record at midweek, as we talked about, his flowing hair. He bullied Arsenal into submission. I reckon even though he only scored a goal, it was the best game he's played all year because he set up Kevin De Bruyne. it clicked for them on.
And then people,
Thursday morning.
it's like a magnet for defenders sometimes. They just
it
it's hard to stop
wasn't fair. It wasn't fair at all. But anyway, and you're talking about the other magnet in the duo.
Yeah, KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, he's been unbelievable. He's probably one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time. He had 2 goals and an assist last game. Just think he can do it all.
Good.
He's built into form this season. Hasn't got as many goals, but he's still really good.
I love scoring against Arsenal, though. I know that.
So he'll be one to watch. Yeah, he does. He does.
That first goal was just like no one was saving it. That was phenomenal.
That was unbelievable.
He hit it. I'm like, oh well, that's a goal. 6 minutes in, cool. I'm gonna go get a coffee. 5:10. It was great. Move on to some game picks. We'll rip through this. Importantly, Fulham are winless in their last 15 against Man City. That's not at all ideal. Wow. They haven't kept a clean sheet against Manchester City in 19 years. 2004 was the last time they kept Man City goalless. It's not going to happen again this weekend.
No, I agree.
So my game picks are pretty simple. I talked about him. Erling Haaland to score 2 or more at $2.88. He could have had 3 or 4 against Arsenal very easily. This defense is much weaker than the Arsenal defense.
Absolutely.
And Man City to score 4 or more at $3.80. They're averaging 4 goals a game at the moment. And they put 4 past Arsenal. They can very easily put 5 or 6 past Fulham.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. The Manchester City to score 4+. That's why I don't mind them. I wrote Man U there, but I meant Man City and over 3.5 goals is $2.65. Bit more value than just your Man City to win. As you said, they're averaging 4 goals. They got 4 goals past Arsenal. You're coming up against a much worse team in Fulham, who are a bit out of form. And then I'm just going to go Kevin De Bruyne anytime goal. He's not their most prolific goal scorer, but he had 2 last game. I think against these lower teams, he likes to take a long shot, so he'll find a bit more space. Fulham are actually a pretty attacking side. I reckon
they're gone though. They're gone.
Sliding.
Yeah. They've got nothing to play for. They've got nothing to play for, which is okay. Like they're sweet for next year, but it's also like it's been a long year, and I think they've done enough. It's just like we might win a game or 2 here, but you're not going to drop down. So
that'd be a good team to bet on for your sort of like top 6 to 8 next year. But they got to build. Yeah, they dropped off. So that's why I'm going De Bruyne anytime goal $3.50 with Bet365 as well.
We're both tipping City.
Yeah, I got to go City.
Yeah, nice.
could be a whomping.
Yeah, the next game, Manchester United $1.75, the draw $3.95, Aston Villa $4.50. I haven't written down a player to look out for, but it's Jadon Sancho. He scored an absolute belter this morning. He's shown glimpses of being awesome, but we know he's really good. He just needs to bring that consistently. And I think getting games into him in the back end of the year, given the fact that now they've just got the FA Cup final to focus on and a couple more games. So I think he'll get more game time. He's also had a couple of injury niggles throughout the year. Consistent game time is what he needs, and to show us that he's actually really good. They bought him for a bunch of money from Dortmund. So looking forward to seeing how he goes, but really happy with sort of seeing what he has done despite him playing for Manchester United.
Absolutely. I know we've talked about him a lot, but he's been out for a month. Marcus Rashford, just think he's just a big inclusion. He scored again in his first game back this morning against Spurs. He's their Man U's leading goal scorer. I don't even know if he'll score in this one, but just his presence on the pitch is so good for them because defenders are going to go towards him a lot more than some of their other attackers. So I just think he's a big in and one to watch.
Game picks. I'm having a look at Villa or draw here. That's even money.
I was thinking that, but
United let slip that 2-0 lead this morning to Tottenham, and Aston Villa absolutely flying. They've scored in the 21 games that they've played in since Unai Emery took over. They are going really good. So get $2 for that. And over 2.5 goals is $1.95. I think we see some goals here. I think this would be a really entertaining game if you're staying up to watch it, or if you watch it when you wake up on Sunday morning. I think it's Sunday.
Yeah.
I think it's Saturday night.
Yeah, we got both team inform attacks, so I don't mind that.
Oh, no, it's Sunday at 11 p.m., so stay up on Sunday night and watch it.
There you go. Yep.
That's my
I'm going to go both teams to score in the first half. I know it's a bit of a big price, $4, but both teams love to come out firing, especially Aston Villa lately. They just literally go from the first whistle, and I think they could get an early one. And at Man U at home, it's just a really good team, so I wouldn't be surprised if they score early as well. So like a 1-1 at halftime is perfect for this bet. Then Man U 11-3 and 1 at home. They've scored 2 or more goals in their last 4 matches. I just think that Man U and over 2.5 goals at $2.42 is too good not to take. I know we've been talking up Aston Villa on the bandwagon. They've been amazing, but Man U at home, they just got Rashford back, I think is a massive in. So that's why I don't mind Man U in this one.
Yeah, Corporate Jim's the biggest Aston Villa fan ever, isn't he, apparently?
Yeah, he's going to come on the EPL show next week, I reckon, if they win this.
Well, he will be. Actually, no. We're going to actually, just as an early side note, we will be doing the EPL show next Wednesday morning, pretty much straight after Arsenal and Chelsea finish. Because, I'm going away. I'm away
Well,
next
but
Thursday.
it works well anyway.
I'm away next Thursday and Friday. I'm going to Wagga for the Wagga Cup Carnival, and then I've got a wedding in Sydney on Friday. So an action-packed 2 days. And shout out to Rex, right? I booked an 8 o'clock flight Wednesday night, like 8 o'clock flying from Melbourne to Wagga.
Yep.
And they called me up the other day. We've had to cancel your 8 o'clock flight. I'm like, oh, that sucks. What time is it? Oh yeah, 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. I'm like, that makes no sense. So I'm working from home in the morning.
No free ads for Rex.
No free ads for Rex. And then flying to Wagga and then, hi, Mum, hi, Dad. Can I go back into my old office and work from there for the next 4 hours? Shout out to Rex, you bunch of jerks. Anyway, who are you tipping in this game?
Yeah, Villa. Sorry, I'm going Man U against Villa. Just Man U at home. I think you're going to be too strong.
Yeah, screw you, Rex. I'm tipping Aston Villa. Yeah, going with the upset. I think Aston Villa are going really well. Man United,
I don't mind that. Yeah,
a little bit shaky after that awesome FA Cup semi-final. Big win, going the 120 minutes and then to penalties. I think maybe they're a little bit tired, and Villa still have European football. There's still a sniff of it.
Yeah,
so
I hope they do make it. That'd be awesome.
Speaking of teams having a sniff for European football, Liverpool charging $1.55, the draw $4.70. Tottenham and Eric Gain, $5.50. He's my player to look out for. This last month is massive for him because if he doesn't fire and Spurs get smacked around and drop down the table, he is gone. Probably ends up at Manchester United or Real Madrid. I'm putting my money. I'll say it now. He'll end up at Manchester United next year because they'll offer $100 million. And he'll go to Daniel Levy and be like, mate, I've got to leave this absolute schmozzle of a club. I've given you everything.
I feel bad for him, man.
I stayed for an extra 2 years when I wanted to leave 2 years ago. He could be at Man City right now, but no, we had to stick with friggin' Haaland smashing goals past us. Great.
I know what you're saying. Kane definitely should have left a few years ago. But
the bloke deserves some success. Yeah, it doesn't like you've done the loyal part. You're the top Tottenham goal scorer of all time. You deserve some success. So that's why I think you'll go to Man United because he can still be the top Premier League goal scorer of all time.
That's true. I'm going to have a look at, the opposite guy, Mo Salah. He's had 30. I think he's had an underrated season. He started off really poorly, as did Liverpool. But since they've built, he's scoring 1 or 2 goals every game the last month or so. So he's had 32 goal contributions this season. He's been a good passer as well with some assists. So just Mo Salah, I think he could tear this game apart, especially he always loves to dominate at Anfield.
Yeah, nice. So for some game picks, for me, Liverpool, they're unbeaten in their last 11 against Tottenham, and they've only lost 1 of the last 20. That is a legit bunny.
That's crazy.
Did Tottenham get their new manager bounce this morning with, what was his name, Ryan something taking over with the draw? Yeah. So I don't know if they can bounce back again here. Liverpool to score 2+ goals, $1.44 and 3 or more, $2.45.
Ooh, I like that 3 or more.
Pretty obvious. I'm tipping Liverpool. What have you got, stats guy?
Yeah, just Liverpool halftime, full time. I just don't rate Spurs. I know they had a good draw this morning, but they've been in horrible form, dropping down the table. So yeah, Liverpool halftime, full time at $2.35. They've got an amazing 10-4-1 record at home this season, pretty much equal first to Newcastle and another team for their best home record. Then Diogo Jota, anytime goal. He scored 2 goals in a few match weeks ago. He's just got his confidence back. Looks like the player of old that he was last season. So $2.40 for Jota to score on Ladbrokes is probably my best bet of the game.
Nice. And we move on to the final game that we're going to dig deep into. It's the biggest game for us, stats guy. Emirates Stadium, Wednesday morning. Are you going to wake up?
I actually will for this one because I'll be texting you. Hopefully we've somehow put up a good fight.
Look at you being a supporter. It's Arsenal $1.67. The draw $4.10. Chelsea $5. Players to look out for. I'll go first. Bukayo Saka. He was terrible. He was terrible yesterday morning. He was really quiet against Man City. Did next to nothing. He also had that penalty miss against West Ham. He'll want to bounce back in a massive London derby. And this is like, if we lose to Chelsea, no offense, after all of this, given how you're going this year, like if you were fighting out for the top 4 and we lose to Chelsea, it's like, okay. But if we lose to a Chelsea who are winless in their last 5, it's like, oh, okay. Before you mention your player to look out for, looking at the rundown, if I'm Mikel Arteta, the person you're about to mention, stats guy, he has to start.
He has to start. Yeah, Leandro Trossard, I think, has to start. I was talking him up about a month ago when he had a couple of hat-trick of assists when he started. But he seems to just be in and out of the starting lineup. He has to start. Every time he comes on, he makes an immediate impact for Arsenal.
Arsenal looked so much better when he came on yesterday morning. Like since he hasn't started in the last 4 games for Arsenal. What's happened in the last 4 games? We haven't won.
Haven't won. So I think, he's the glue to that midfield. Also, Chelsea's midfield has been absolutely shocking. That's probably where we've broken down. So if he starts, I think he could have an absolute blinder.
Apologies there. I had a frog in my throat for a drink.
That's all good. That's all good.
It's going to be really funny. McAllion Mudrik's going to be running around going, oh, man, I could have been here. What? Have to get that joke in because $100 million.
No, fair enough. He's done nothing yet. Yeah.
He showed bits the other morning, I'll be honest. He showed
doesn't help when
that,
the whole team's been
No. It's just one of those things. I think also takes time to adjust. But anyway, some game picks. All right, I'll roll on this. Chelsea, you guys are winless in your last 8. You've lost 5 in a row. You're goalless in 6 of your last 7. That's not ideal coming up to Arsenal. Arsenal are letting in a bunch of goals, though, at the moment, so that's a bit of a worry. Arsenal have won 4 of the last 5 between the two in the EPL, so I'm looking at Arsenal to win to nil, $2.88. Arsenal and over 2.5 goals, $2.55. I wouldn't be surprised if, this game will go one of two ways. It'll be the most boring 1-0 win ever to Arsenal, or Arsenal come out and just absolutely smoke you guys, and you're just like, again, okay.
I think so, yeah. I think it could be an absolute whomping the way we're playing at the moment. Yeah, that's why I'm going, as I was talking about before, Trossard, just anytime assist. We haven't got the odds for that yet, but we'll come up in the next few days. He's had 8 assists in not much game time for you guys. He's probably only started at half of his things. And then, Trossard anytime assists. And then Chelsea, we've lost their last 5 games under Frank Lampard. I don't know if it's his fault. I don't know if it's the players. It looks like a lot of them aren't showing the right amount of effort, I think. But Arsenal halftime, full-time, have to take them, especially at home, $2.70. I think that's a really good bet.
Tell you what, I'm pretty happy I'm not coming into the office Wednesday because if Arsenal lose this game, I'm glad I'm awake on Monday morning. Seriously.
Surely you win. Surely.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm super confident. I've been ragging on you guys for so long, and then it's just like, oh yeah, Alex will get his just desserts here with Chelsea beating Arsenal just after they bottle the title. Anyway, both tipping Arsenal. Geraldo, hit the bit.
Stats guy's here. Let's leave McAllion. Stats guy for more stats of the day.
Come on, stats guy, give me stats.
All right. Well, we've been loving Aston Villa on this podcast. I think we were talking about a similar stat to this the other day. But yeah, Aston Villa, the only team to score in the first 20 games under a new manager, which is Unai Emery. So he's been unbelievable. So they've now scored 21 straight games under Unai Emery, which is a Premier League record for a new manager.
I will be backing Aston Villa next year, top 5. 100%.
Top 5, yeah. Don't mind that. So they've Unai's turned them around, yeah.
He's going to get a summer with them, and he's going to make some transfer decisions. They're going to be great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So when I saw that, I couldn't believe they've scored in that many games straight for a team that was almost relegated last season. So
that's it. Yeah, let's rip in. Rest of the games remaining for the weekend with a tip or a bet in each game. Well, we've got a tip in each game, but maybe a bet in some of the games. Crystal Palace, $2.66. The draw, $3.20. West Ham, $2.80. I'll go first here. I'm tipping a draw. Both teams look safe from relegation. And could be a touch flat because they've both played a bunch of games in the last 2 weeks as well. So it's just like, all right, boys, nil or draw. Let's just, not exciting for the fans, but nil or draw. We both get a point. We move on to next week. Last 19 games between the two teams. 7 wins to West Ham, 6 draws, and 6 wins to Crystal Palace. So it's nice and even.
Very even. I'm going to, back the draw as well. West Ham been poor away from home, but they scored 4 goals last game. So, and then Crystal Palace have been scoring as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a high-scoring 1 or 2 or draw. I just don't think either team has the capacity to get that winner, but they're very even at the moment. So that draw at $3.20 is looking good price.
Brighton, $1.50. The draw, $4.40. Wolves, $6.50. Tipping the draw once again. Brighton looks super flat. Against Notts Forest. And that come after the FA Cup semi-final. They went 120 minutes and was it Marsh belted the penalty into the stands again. Yeah, second time he's done it exactly the same this year. So I'm thinking another draw here, and they're just a touch flat this week, Brighton, after everything that they threw out in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I think they'll flat the other game, but I think they'll bounce back, especially at the AMX at home. They've only lost 1 of their last 8 home games. They've been one of the best home teams all year. They desperately need a win to get back up to that table. They've got a few games in hand. I just think they'll come out firing, play their best football. So I'm going Brighton halftime, full-time at $2.35.
I am relying on Brighton to get over their flatness when they play Man City in a few weeks' time as well.
Yeah,
that's the game. That's the game for me. Brentford, $1.63. The draw, $3.85. Notts Forest, $5.40. Brentford, they'll win. Notts have lost their last 6 away from home. Yes, that midweek win for Notts was awesome. It was awesome for us. I think they're going to be safe. I'm hoping and think.
I hope so too. They're fun. They're a fun team to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Yeah.
They'll be better for it. And Brentford to win to nil, $2.65.
Ooh. I don't mind that. Oh, actually, I'm going the opposite to that. Brentford, I do like Brentford though. I think they're the clear better team, especially at home. But I don't mind the Brentford and both teams to score. Knots have scored, I think 5 or 6 goals in their last few games. So across their last few games, so they found a bit of goal scoring form. Brentford are a pretty attacking side, so I don't mind Brentford both teams to score at $3.68 on Ladbrokes.
Nice bit of value there. So, if we think Brentford to win, just back both because technically speaking, you will win $2.50 and $3.68. Stake accordingly.
Absolutely.
Bournemouth $2.60 off a win this morning. The draw $3.50. Leeds, I nearly said losers, $2.65.
They are losers.
This was the first game I did. So I said draw because there's always one. Well, I'm tipping 3 draws this weekend. But anyway, I think this is another draw because I think Bournemouth may have gotten safe this morning. Leeds, they've just got to throw everything at this game. How did Patrick Bamford miss that goal?
I know that was horrible.
Yesterday morning, or was it Wednesday morning? Either or.
Wednesday morning, I think. Yeah,
he missed a sitter as much as Harry Mackay missed a sitter against North Melbourne.
No, he's not wrong. I'm just going to go Bournemouth head to head at $2.60. I know both teams have been pretty shaky, but Bournemouth found a little bit of form, decent at home. Leeds defense has just been shocking the last few months, so got to take Bournemouth head to head at that $2.60.
Yeah. We move to what looks to be the arse whipping of the weekend. Newcastle $1.33, the draw $5.40, Southampton $9.50. Obviously tipping Newcastle. This could be an absolute smash-up job given they put 7 past Tottenham. Was it 7 or 6? Whatever. Anyway,
6, yeah. Felt like more.
I think Southampton are also super flat. Like, they threw everything that they could this morning against Bournemouth and they still couldn't win. They threw everything at Arsenal and got runner. If that game went a bit longer and Gavin Bazunu didn't waste 13 minutes taking kick-outs, that game would have been won by Arsenal. And that's just one of those ones. It's like you're home, but your Achilles gets slashed in the fight. So Newcastle minus 2.5 is $3.45. I'm calling 3, 4, 5-0.
I really like that one. I've just my things deleted from the run sheet here, but I just remembered.
That's because you wrote Brighton head to head.
Yeah, I think I accidentally put it in the wrong spot, but that's all right. Newcastle to win. I think you got to take that. I know it's only $1.33, but then add that with Callum Wilson to score. He's been their second leading goal scorer this season. He's been amazing. Scored 2 again this morning. Just feels like every time he gets near the ball, he can finish with both feet. I think that's around $2.60 for him to score. So, get around Callum Wilson for this one. A bit more value.
Nice. Final game of the weekend, Leicester, $2.10, the draw, $3.50, Everton, $3.80. This is massive because...
Oh, huge.
Either team getting a win here. So this is 18th versus 19th. Both teams have played 33 games. Leicester City are on 29 points. Everton are on 28 points. You think the loser may be genuinely gone. If we get a result here, if we get an actual winner and not a draw, I think the loser's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I agree. I think, I'm going to back at Leicester. I am worried about this game just because both teams have been shocking all season, but Leicester have scored in their last 3 games. I don't think Everton have the attacking power to get past that 1 or 2 goal mark. So Leicester just like a 2-0, 1-0 could win this one at $2.10, I reckon.
Yeah, I think Leicester win as well. I think Everton are dead set gone, unfortunately for them.
Yes.
That's all the games wrapped up. Stats Guy, hit us with your best bets.
Yeah, best bet. I'm just going to go Brighton halftime, full-time against Wolves. I think they'll fire up and show why they've had a really good season. And, Wolves will drop off. So Brighton halftime, full-time.
I'm with Brentford to win and Arsenal to win. They're both over $1.60, so I think those are pretty good odds. But also, Stats Guy, question without notice. Who are the 3 teams that are 3rd, 4th, and 5th? And who are the 3 teams that get relegated this season?
Oh, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So I'm going to go Newcastle, Man U. So Newcastle 3rd, Man U 4th. I think it doesn't change because I think Tottenham can just hold on. I'm looking at the games here. So I'm going to go Newcastle, Man U, Tottenham. I think Tottenham can just hold on. They've got a good attack. And then the 3 teams to get relegated. Oh, I'm going to say definitely Everton and Southampton. They've just dropped off the cliff. And then I'm going to go Leeds. I just don't trust their defense at all. They just love conceding goals.
5 of the same 6 teams for me. Newcastle, Man United. I think Liverpool get up into 5th. They've got a good run in. So I reckon they sneak into Europa League really just to piss all their fans off as well. We're going to play Europa League? Oh, God. And I think the same 3 teams get relegated. I think Leeds, Everton, Southampton are Gonski. That's CODE Bet Daily EPL done and dusted with a bit of everything thrown in there for you. Please get around the podcast. This will be on its own whatever it is, on Spotify. It's linked in with everything else on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, everywhere else that you get it. Please like it, review it, star it, leave Stats Guy a comment, give us 5 stars. It literally takes 3 seconds and it really helps us with what we're doing here. Gerald is doing a mountain of work behind the scenes. So please support Gerald, because without Gerald, we wouldn't be here right about now. Anyway, go to all the social medias, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebooks. I think that's everything.
Yeah, everything. Any social media you can think of.
Follow Stats Guy on Twitter as well. Get around him. Call him an idiot. Follow me. I can't even remember what my ad is. Find me. I'll be there somewhere anyway. But please send any questions via the socials, any bets. I think there's a few of them coming in. I think that's it, Stats Guy.
That's it. What a week. It's a huge week of EPL.
Tell you what, I'm actually really looking forward to 2 days off. I'm so tired. In saying that, I'm going to be drinking beer at Wagga all day, and then I've got to fly to Sydney to make it to a wedding out in wine country. It's like, where am I getting my sleep? Because then I'm rushing back for Swans and Collingwood next weekend.
I'm sure it'll be worth it. It'll be a good few days.
I need to find a co-host for when you go away too, because I can't get him to do it, because he'd be like, yeah,
Aston Villa.
Yeah, that's all he's going to have for me. So I might need to find might have to get Phil in, actually.
Gerald said he wanted to do it.
No, Gerald's not an on-camera guy. He will spin your face off. Thanks to Gerald for producing. Thanks to Leo. I don't know what Leo actually does on Friday, stacking shelves at Kmart, maybe. Anyway, what do we say here, Stats Guy?
Gamble responsibly.
May all your picks come in. Happy punting. We'll catch you in a little bit for the daily. It's CODE Bet Daily. EPL out.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.